Hey everyone, my name is Rachel and you are practicing with Zen Chin Yoga. For today's class, you'll want to have your blocks and your blanket handy. If you're going to be using your props today, gather those up, unroll your mat, and meet me standing at the front of your mat. Meet me at the front of your mat. Big toes turn into touch, back heels slightly out. Inhale, lift your arms up overhead. And then exhale, forward fold, bending your knees if necessary. Inhale, hands to shin, flat back. Exhale, bend your knees, plant your hands, step back into a plank. Stay for the inhale, and on the exhale, lower your knees and lower all the way to the floor. Inhale, baby cobra. Exhale, tuck your toes and move back into a down dog. This is our first down dog, so you want to be gentle. Invite some movement. Pedal your feet out, bending your right knee, extending your left, bending your left, straightening your right. After a couple of breaths, find a moment of stillness, bending your knees if you need to bring your chest towards your thighs. Fingers wide, push through your heel of your hand. Inhale, look forward, step your right foot in between your hands, your left foot meets. Hands to shin, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rise up, arms up overhead. Exhale, hands lower to your side. One more just like that. Inhale, arms up overhead. Exhale, forward fold. Bending your knees if you need to. Inhale, hands to shin, flat back. Exhale, bend your knees so you can plant your hands and step back into your plank. Stay for the inhale, and on the exhale, lower your knees and lower all the way to your belly. Inhale, baby cobra. Exhale, tuck your toes and back into down dog. You can continue to invite a little bit of movement if you still need that. It is still the beginning of our practice. We're warming our body up, waking everything up. So be patient, be kind, be loving towards your body. And if after a couple of breaths, you want to find a moment of stillness, bending your knees so that your chest moves towards your thighs. Extend your hips up and back toward the back of the room. Fingers are wide apart, press through the palms of your hands. Inhale, look forward, step your right foot in between your hands, left foot meets it. Hands to shin, flat back. Exhale, bend your knees so you can forward fold if you need to. Inhale, we rise, arms up overhead, and exhale, lower your hands to your side. Inhale, arms up overhead. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, hands to shin, flat back. Exhale, plant your hands, step back into a plank. Stay for the inhale. Exhale, lower your knees and lower to your belly. Inhale, baby cobra. Exhale, tuck your toes. Back into downward dog. Now on the inhale, we're going to look forward and we're going to step our right knee forward, left knee, so that we can sit back onto our bottoms. Inhale, lift your arms up overhead, making sure that you're not shrugging your shoulders up towards your ears. So you might have to do a wider V with your arms if you need to. Lift your arms up overhead, and on the exhale, we're going to lower our right hand to the mat next to our right thigh. Extend through your right or your left arm, and on the exhale, walk your right hand out towards the side so that you can begin to side bend to the right. Now, if you notice your left hip is coming off of the ground, you'll want to walk your right hand back in closer to your body. Meet your body where you begin to feel the stretch through the left side of your body. Inhale, both arms up overhead, and exhale, lower your left hand. Inhale, really extend through your right arm. And exhale, walk your left hand out to the side so you can meet your body into a side bend on the right. Inhale, we lift. Exhale, lower your right arm. Inhale, extend, walk your fingers out, and side bend to the right. Stay here. On the next inhale, gently gaze towards your left armpit. Inhale, look forward. Bring your right arm up overhead. And then exhale, lower your left hand to the mat. Inhale, extend through your right arm. Exhale, walk your left hand out to the left so that you can side bend to the right. On the next inhale, gently gaze towards your right armpit. Inhale, look forward and lift your left arm up overhead. Stretch, 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 and then exhale, lower everything down. If your shoulders are warming up, feel free to shake it out a little bit. Inhale, lift your arms up overhead, and exhale, gentle twist to the right. So left hand comes in front of your shins, and right hand comes to the mat next to your right thigh. Inhale, extend. Exhale, gently twist more to the right. Inhale, come back to the center, arms up overhead, and exhale, gentle twist to the left. Right hand is in front, left hand on the mat. Inhale, extend your spine, really stretch, almost as if you're stretching through, trying to get your head as close to the ceiling as you can. And then exhale, gently twist more to the left. The twisting comes from your belly, not your shoulders. Inhale, arms up overhead. And then exhale, we're going to twist again to the right. Stay for the inhale. And then exhale, bring your left hand to your right knee and see if you can gently guide yourself a little more towards the right. This is a very gentle twist. Don't force anything. You want to meet your body where it's at. Find out where your body's at today and then see how it feels, and you might be able to find your edge and take a tiny step beyond it. Inhale, come to the center. Exhale, gentle twist to the left. Inhale, extend your spine. And exhale, bring your right hand to your left knee and gently twist a little more towards the left. Good. On the next inhale, come back into the center. Exhale, lower your hands and shake it out. Come on over to your hands and knees. Fingers are wide apart underneath your shoulders, knees, hips width apart underneath your hips, and we'll move through a couple rounds of cat-cow. So inhale, heart forward, drop your belly into cow, gently look up, and exhale, round your spine into cat. Inhale, extend. Exhale, round. Inhale, extend. Dropping your belly, heart forward. Exhale, round. Inhale, come back to a neutral spine. Give yourself some space because we are going to walk forward on an exhale very gently into our puppy pose. So arms reach out in front of you as far as you can. Don't overextend it. Once you reach that limit, gently, so your hips are still going to have that motion of going up and back, just like in down dog. But we're going to bring our chest towards the mat. So your chest can come towards the mat, and you can rest your forehead. Be gentle with your body. An intense stretch. Inhale, look forward, come back up, and walk your hands back in towards your body. Back into a tabletop, tuck your toes. And we're gonna lift our knees up off of the ground, just like so, rounding your upper back, just like in cat. One more breath. Inhale, and then on the exhale, go back into a downward facing dog. Inhale, look forward, step your right foot, your left foot meets, hands to shin, flat back. Exhale, round your spine, forward fold. Inhale, we rise up, arms overhead, and exhale, lower your arms to your side. Inhale, arms up overhead. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, hands to shin, flat back. Exhale, bend your knees so that you can flatten your palms on the mat. Step back into plank. Same with the inhale. Exhale, knees to the mat, lower to your belly. Inhale, baby cobra. Exhale, tuck your toes and up and back, hips up and back into downward dog. Inhale, look forward and step your right foot in between your hands. Ground down through your back foot and come on up into warrior one. So your hips are going to feel like they're slightly squaring off towards the front. All right, and you're gonna push through the back heel or the back edge of your left foot. You could be heel to heel or heel to arch alignment. Really pay attention to your knee, your back knee. Right knee stacks over your right heel. Inhale, arms up overhead. Exhale, open out into warrior two. Stay for the inhale. And exhale, windmill your hands so frame your right foot and step back into a plank. Stay for the inhale. And exhale, lower your belly to the mat. Bring your knees down if you need to. Inhale, upward dog or your cobra. And exhale, tuck your toes back into downward dog. Take a breath. On your next inhale, step your left foot forward in between your hands, ground down through the back right foot, and come on up into warrior one. For the inhale, and the exhale, we're going to open out into warrior two on the right. Stay for the inhale and the exhale. Inhale, come on back into warrior one, and exhale, hands to the mat, framing your left foot, step back into plank. On the exhale, lower your belly to the mat. Inhale, cobra or up dog. Exhale, tuck your toes back into down dog. Big inhale. And on your exhale, lower to your knees and lower down into a child's pose. So stay here for a couple of breaths. We're moving a little bit quicker for this class. A lot of the things that we're doing should be very familiar to you. But now we are going to be getting that heart rate up, warming up our body. Our bodies hold a lot of what I call junk, unnecessary junk. And it's very similar to sediment in a river. If the water is not moving, that sediment just settles to the bottom and it just sits there. Just sits there and does nothing. But as we move, and it's like as the water starts moving, that sediment gets stirred up. And for us, we can get rid of that through sweating. So basically, when you're sweating, you're detoxing and you're getting rid of just junk that your body doesn't need anymore. And that's why we feel so great after a physical activity, whatever we're doing, especially yoga. On the next inhale, come forward onto your hands and knees. And let's move through 3 rounds of cat-cow. So inhale, drop your belly, extend your heart forward, gently looking up into cow. Exhale, round your belly. Round your back, round your spine into cat. Inhale, extend into cow. Exhale, round your spine into cat. One more, just like that. Inhale, extend, heart forward, gently looking up into cow. And exhale, round your spine into cat. Inhale, come up into neutral position. Tuck your toes and inhale back into a downward dog. I'm going to move forward a little bit, so I've got Sadie girl right behind me. I don't want to kick her cage. On your next inhale, you're going to gently lift your right leg up towards the sky. So your heel is leading, using your thighs to lift into a 3-legged dog. Inhale, look forward and step your right foot in between your hands. Ground down through the back heel and come on up into warrior 1. Big inhale and exhale, open out into warrior 2. On your inhale, flip your front palm up towards the sky. Extend forward and inhale again back into a reverse warrior. On the exhale, bend a little more in the front, into your front knee, or bend your front leg a little more. Inhale, come up into warrior 2. And exhale, windmill your hands so it frames your front foot. Step back into plank. Stay for the inhale. Exhale, lower your belly towards the mat. Knees can come down first. Inhale, upward dog or cobra. Tuck your toes back into downward facing dog. All right. Inhale, lift your left leg up towards the ceiling into a 3-legged dog. Toes point towards the floor, so you're not opening your hip back like so. Inhale, step your left foot forward in between your hands. Ground down through your back foot and come on up into warrior 1. Big inhale. And exhale, open out to the right to warrior 2. Flip your front palm. Extend, reach forward. And on the inhale, lift up and back, just like we did in the very beginning of class with that side bend. Into a reverse warrior. And on your exhale, bend more into your front leg. Take another deep inhale. And on your exhale, come on up into warrior 2 and windmill your hands down to frame your front foot, stepping back into plank. Stay for your inhale and exhale, lower your belly to the mat. Inhale, upward dog or cobra. Tuck your toes and come back into a downward facing dog. All right, look forward, right foot, front of the mat, and left foot meets your right. Hands to shin, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. And inhale, come on up, hands up overhead. Exhale, Namaste. Okay, I'm gonna face you, keep facing the front of your mat. I'm gonna face you so you can see what we're doing. Inhale, lift your arms up overhead and take your right hand and grab on to the left wrist. Inhale, extend through your left arm, just like we practiced in the beginning of class. And on your exhale, you're going to gently side bend to the right, pushing your hips towards the left. It's more about extending and feeling that stretch through the left side of your body. I would say for a couple of breaths. I'm not sure what this is called, but I like to call it palm tree. I love palm trees and tropical places, so any chance I get to call something, by the name of things that I love, I'm gonna do it. Inhale, come back into the center, reach up overhead, and then take your left hand, grabbing onto your right wrist. Inhale, extend up through your right arm, and exhale gently, side bend to the left, pushing your hips, to the right. Into our palm tree that's blowing in the other direction. On next inhale, come back into the center. And if you're not at the front of your mat, walk to the front of your mat. Exhale, forward fold. Be very gentle. Bend your knees as you're coming over. Your lower back might be a little finicky after doing those side bends. Inhale, hands to shin, flat back. Exhale, plant your hands and step back into your plank. Stay for the inhale. Exhale, lower towards the mat. Inhale, upward dog or cobra. And exhale, tuck your toes back into downward facing dog. Inhale, lift your right leg up towards the sky into a three-legged dog. And exhale, step your right foot forward in between your hands, ground down through your back heel, and come up this time into a warrior two. Okay? Pushing back through the back edge of your back foot. Right knee stacks over your right ankle. Extend through your arms into the shape of a T. And on your inhale, come up onto you can bring your hands to your hips if that helps with the balance, but come up onto your left toes into a high lunge. So you'll be pushing back, your toes are tucked, and you'll be pushing back through your back heel. Bend through more into your front leg so that your knee stacks over your heel. And then make sure your back leg is activated. So again, you're going to push through the heel. Your thigh will be lifted up. Arms up overhead. Stay for a couple of breaths. On your exhale, we're going to twist to the right. Be very gentle, twisting from your belly. But our bodies should be pretty warmed up. So this shouldn't be too difficult to twist to the right, but twist only as far as your body will let you. Inhale, come back to the center, arms up overhead, ground down through that back heel, and exhale, open out into warrior two. Take a deep inhale, exhale, and on your inhale, you're going to turn forward and step to the front of the mat. We are going to set up for pyramid. And so those of you who practice pyramid know the distance for your legs, which distance works best. But for everybody else, hands to your hips and just take a step back. So right foot steps back. It's not a far distance at all. You will be able to feel if it's too far of a distance as we fold forward. And if it is, please come up and step in a little bit, okay? So look down at your feet, heel to heel alignment. So your front heel is going to be in line with your back heel. Square your hips. So I already felt it. As I squared my hips, I felt a little tinging in my knee. And I walked my back heel out towards the right to help give more space to allow my hips to turn more towards the front. So find where you need to be at. Square your hips off towards the front of your mat. And as we exhale, we're going to pull our left hip back towards the back of the room. Bring your hands behind your back, clasping onto your elbows. Inhale, extend up through your head, So straighten, extend through your spine. And as you exhale, you're gonna lower your chest towards, so lead with your chest, lead with your heart, and lower towards your thigh. Making sure that your left hip is being pulled back towards the back of the room. You can gaze towards your knee, or if you have a little bit more flexibility and you want a little bit more of a stretch, you can gently gaze towards your left toe. Make sure that your shoulders are staying rolled down along your back and not up towards your ears. It's an intense stretch, but as you breathe into it, you will begin to feel some release. And it feels great, especially for people like myself who are walking all day, every day. My legs love any sort of stretching I can get for them. On your next inhale, gently come up towards the center. And if you haven't already, you can go ahead and let go of your clasp. If you haven't already, grab your blocks. That was my fault. I should have told you guys. I'm sorry. But grab your blocks. Set yourself back up into your pyramid. Bring your blocks to either side of your left foot. We're going to do that same thing, pulling our left hip towards the back, sorry. And we're gonna lower, bringing our hands to the blocks. So bring your left hip towards the back of the room. Inhale, extend up towards, or extend through your spine, and exhale, lower onto your blocks. Hands onto your block. So extend as much as you can through your spine. These blocks are here to support you and to give you lots of space, and it's great. And if you want to go in a little bit deeper, you can bring your blocks down a little bit lower, and we'll stay here for a couple of breaths. Like I said, it is a very intense stretch, but if you take your time and breathe into it, you can begin to feel release, and it feels amazing. At least maybe for some of us. Okay, so inhale, come up on your fingertips, tent your fingers, and really extend. And inhale, come all the way back up, leaving your blocks on the mat where they are at. Now, this next one, we're gonna lower in again, and we are going to invite a little bit of a twist into this pose. Now, for those of you who practice triangle a lot at home, may be familiar with the, the revolved triangle. I'm totally blanking here. I don't know what's going on. So we're gonna do something very similar to that, but we're gonna stay in our pyramid shape. And we're just going to, this is a nice way to gently get our body used to that twisting action that you're gonna find in your revolved triangle. So hands to your hip, pulling that left heel or left hip back towards the back of the room. Inhale, extend. Exhale, lower, bringing your hands to your blocks. You can have them on the tall or the medium. Take a deep inhale, and on the exhale, we're going to gently walk our right hand to the block on the left side. So this block is on the pinky side of our left foot. Making sure that we're pulling this heel back. And you can stay just like this, but you can already kind of feel your body beginning to twist open to the left. So you can stay right here. And if after a couple of breaths, you can bring your arm up overhead. You can look forward, gaze forward, or gently look up towards the ceiling, towards your hand. On your next exhale, look down and bring your hands to the blocks. And on your inhale, so bring your hands to your hips and come on back up and step to the front of your mat. Good, now we just have to do that on the other side. So inhale, arms up overhead. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, hands to shin, flat back. Exhale, plant your hands and step back into a plank. Stay for the inhale, and exhale, lower your belly towards the mat, either straight down or knees down first. Inhale, cobra or up dog. Exhale, tuck your toes and step back into the hips up and back into downward dog. Inhale, look forward and step your right foot forward. Ground down through your back heel. Oh, you know what? I'm going back down because I just realized we just did this side. So step your left foot forward, ground down through your back heel. That happens a lot, guys. And inhale, come up into a warrior two. Inhale, turn forward, come up onto your back toes into a high lunge. And then exhale, we're going to twist open to the left. For the inhale and the exhale. Inhale, look forward, and exhale, step to the front of the mat. Now we're going to set up for pyramid on this side. So we just did our left leg. We're going to step back our left foot. Gentle step, not very far. I'll move my block up so you guys can see. Heel to heel alignment, bringing your right hip back towards the back of the room. Inhale, extend your spine, bringing your hands behind your back to clasp your elbows. Inhale, extend, and exhale, lower over your right leg, looking towards your knee or your toe, pulling that right hip back towards the back of the room. On your next inhale, come on back up. Exhale, bring your blocks to both sides of your feet. Let go of that clasp. Let go of the clasp of your elbows. Inhale, extend your spine. Exhale, lower over your right leg, bringing your hands towards the block. Bringing that right hip back towards the back of the room. This is just to help keep your hips squared off. And if after a couple of breaths, if you want to go in just a little bit deeper, you can bring your blocks lower and invite a deeper stretch. Inhale, extend, and stay for the exhale. Inhale, come all the way up. You don't have to lift your arms up overhead. Exhale, lower your arms to your side. Inhale, extend. Exhale, lower your hands back to the blocks. I would suggest keeping it either on the tallest height or the medium height, because now we're going to work through that revolving, twisting motion. So inhale, extend through your spine again. Really extend. We're doing a lot of extending today. And then exhale, gently bring your left hand towards the block that's on the outside of your right foot and the pinky side. Pulling that hip, your right hip back towards the back of the room. And as you do that, you can feel a slight turning towards the right. You can stay here. You can come up on your fingertips on your block or flatten your palm on your block. And if after a couple of breaths you want to try, you can bring your right hand up towards the ceiling. You don't have to. On your next exhale, look forward, bringing both hands to your blocks. And on your inhale, bring your hands to your hips and come all the way back up. Stepping forward to the front of your mat. I don't know about you, but my calves are feeling pretty warmed up. Okay, come to the front of your mat. Inhale, bring your arms up overhead. Exhale, forward fold, bending your knees if you need to. Inhale, hands to shin, flat back. Exhale, plant your hands, step back into a plank. Stay for the inhale. And on the exhale, lower your knees, and we're gonna come back into a wide-legged child's pose. So your knees are gonna go out almost as far as the edges of your mat. Big toes touch, and bring your hips back in towards your heels. Extend your arms up overhead. You can keep your arms there or stack your hands and let your forehead rest right on your hands. We're going to stay here for a couple of breaths, welcoming the relaxing sensation of this child pose. We worked a lot with our inner thighs and our legs and our lower back, so this should feel really good. On your next inhale, look forward, stretching your arms out in front of you. On your exhale, you're going to walk your left hand to the left, and then your right hand can either rest on the floor next to your left hand or try stacking it on top of your left hand. Take a deep inhale, and on the exhale, just let your head gently drop in between your arms towards the mat, making sure that your thighs still reach back towards your heels. On your inhale, look up, walk your hands into the center, and then all the way to the right side. Again, you can leave your left hand on the floor next to your right or stacking it on top of your right hand. On your next exhale, lower your head, just let your head drop in between your arms and making sure that your heels and your thighs are going to go back towards your heels. On your next inhale, look forward, walk your hands into the center. Come up to a tabletop. And then we're going to move forward and sit on our bottom. Legs crossed in a cross-legged position. Inhale, lift your arms up overhead, and exhale, just gently fold forward. You can just let your hands drop to the mat in front of your shins. And if after a couple of breaths you want to try for a deeper stretch, you can gently walk your hands forward so you can feel a little bit of a stretch in your lower back. And just let your head drop in between your arms. On your next inhale, look forward, walk your hands back in towards your body. Lean back and reverse the crossing of your legs. Inhale, lift your arms up overhead, and exhale, forward fold once more. Letting your hands just drop on the mat in front of your shins. If after a couple of breaths you want to deepen your stretch, you can walk your fingers forward to allow for more of a folding forward. Letting your head just drop in between your arms. On your next inhale, lift your head and walk your hands back in towards your body. Grab your 2 blocks. I'll try to sit so that you guys can see. Bring your heels, the bottoms of your feet, to touch. So we're going to sit in this butterfly position. Grab your blocks and tuck them under your thigh. You might have to move your heels away from your body just a little more to allow your knees, your thighs to rest on the blocks. But we're going to sit here for a moment in this supported butterfly. And using the blocks really allows our thighs, not only does it give it more space, but it really allows them to drop into this stretch. Because if we didn't have the blocks, you can feel other muscles working to help support lifting those thighs up. But if you have the blocks here, it's almost kind of like a trick of, really letting gravity help do the work for you. And the rest of those muscles just let loose. Keeping your spine straight, you can gently gaze towards your heels if you'd like. Just really loosen. Don't pull your heels in towards your body or anything like that. Just let your legs just relax, and again, just let gravity do the work. Inhale, extend your spine, and exhale, we're going to gently roll forward into a supported butterfly, but a forward fold. So find where you can hold onto your feet very gently. And this, you can actually just let your spine round, because our lower back really needs some love after all of those forward folds we did today. On your next inhale, come on back up to a straight spine. Move your blocks out of the way. Keep them nearby because you're going to want them for these last couple of stretches. Let's lower onto our back. Bring your knees in towards your chest. You can do a couple of hip circles if you'd like, just to give your lower back a little bit of a massage. On your next exhale, you're going to pull your right knee in towards your chest and let your left leg straighten out and lay on the mat. If this is too much for your back, you can leave your left heel on the mat if you'd like. Or you can straighten it out. Now for this twisting, we're going to do a supine twist. Grab your block, bring it out to the left side. Take a deep inhale and extend through your spine as much as you can, and then exhale, gently guide your right knee towards the left. And use that block to let your right knee rest on. We did so much work, we don't need to do any more work now. And then invite, you can let your right foot rest towards the mat or the ground, or you can gently set it on your left leg. But be careful that it's not sitting directly on your left knee. If you want to invite a little bit more of a twist, you can scooch your left shoulder a little more towards the left. And you can feel your torso opening up more towards the sky. And you can leave your arm resting open out to the right. Same with your left arm. If you want to leave your left arm out, you can. Or I like to lay it gently on my right thigh, just to give it a little bit of weight to help twist further in. But again, it's your body, it's your yoga. Meet your body where it's at, really tune in and see what it's wanting right now. I know it's probably wanting Shavasana, but we can't, as much as we'd all love to just lay in Shavasana for the whole day, we still want to invite some of that movement into our body to, again, move through that stuff that's just been sitting there that needs to move out, detoxing our systems. On your next inhale, bring your right knee back into center, left knee meets. Again, you can invite a little bit of hip circles if you'd like. On your next exhale, bring your left knee in towards your chest, either dropping your heel, you can leave your right knee bent if you'd like, or straighten it out. Take your block over to the right side. I almost dropped mine. Inhale, and then exhale, gently guide your left knee towards your block. You don't have to use your block if you don't want to. I just know a lot of people are scared of blocks. They think it's cheating or something. And so we want to share some block love here. But I promise you, when you start using them more, you're going to fall in love with them. And then eventually, you're basically building some muscle memory here. And you're just helping support your body. You're not depending on your block or anything like that. And eventually you'll get to where you don't need your blocks. And your body will just, know what's going on and just fold into that stretch on its own. But sometimes we just need our blocks, gosh darn it. So again, you can bring your left arm out to the left if you'd like. Gently guide your right shoulder more to the right. If you would like a little bit more of a stretch, you can leave your right hand on your right knee to help give a little bit of weight to drop into the twist more if you'd like. But again, meet yourself where your body's at. So don't push it too much. On your next inhale, bring your left knee in towards the center. Bring your right knee in towards your chest. Really squeeze it in. Exhale, let your feet come to the mat. Grabbing your block, we're going to go into a supported bridge. So inhale, come up, lift your hips up towards the sky, bringing that block right at the bottom of your lower back, or right where your butt crack starts. I'm going to say that forever because I feel like that is going to be the easiest thing for people to remember. And once you it should feel comfortable, okay? It should not feel distressing or anything like that. We're supporting our lower back here in this pose. Let your feet will be hips width apart. Let your arms come out to the side. You can invite a gentle rolling of your shoulders under if you want a little bit more of a chest opener. But find a moment of stillness. You can gently close your eyes. And use a couple of breaths to tune into your inner world. Your heart rate should be coming down. On your next inhale, gently open your eyes if they were closed. Lift your hips up off of that block. Move your block out of the way. Lower your hips to the mat. Bring your knees in towards your chest. Squeeze them in. Bring your head towards your knees, really squeezing it out. Your next exhale, lower everything to the mat, straightening your legs out in front of you. I'm going to scooch up a little bit because I came off of my mat, which is totally okay. But straighten your legs, let your feet drop out to the side. You can gently roll your shoulders under, broadening your chest. Hands, palms up. Hands are open, palms are facing towards the sky. Close your eyes. Take a deep inhale through your nose. Exhale, gently sigh it out. One more just like that. Inhale, deep inhale through your nose. Gently sigh it out your mouth. Continuing your inhales and exhales through your nose. And begin to relax, allowing your body to feel as if it has that sensation that's just falling through the floor. Quiet your mind. Quiet your body. And find rest in Shavasana. Begin to deepen your inhales and deepen your exhales. Slowly bringing yourself back into this moment. Invite some movement back into your body, gently wiggling your toes, wiggling your fingers. You can roll your wrists out, roll your ankles if you'd like. On your next inhale, bring your feet, your legs in towards one another. Stretch your arms up overhead. Extend, stretch through your feet and your hands, the opposite sides of the room. And then exhale, bringing your knees in towards your chest. So for your inhale and your exhale, you're going to roll over to your right side, keeping your left arm extended, resting your left ear on your left bicep like a pillow. Let your right hand rest on the mat in front of you. As you take a few breaths here in this fetal position, Take a moment to really tune back in with your body and notice any new sensations, hopefully all good sensations. Take a moment to notice those and to really thank your body for everything it does for you. It does a lot. And then thank yourself for taking the moment to spend some time on your mat today. On your next inhale, you're going to gently push through your right palm, coming up to a seated position. See if you can keep your eyes closed. Cross your legs. Come back into a comfortable seated position. You can let your hands rest in your lap or along your thighs. Take a deep inhale through your nose. Exhale, gently sigh it out. One more time, inhale through your nose. Exhale, sigh it out. Bring your hands to prayer heart center. Take a few moments, a couple of breaths. Inhale and exhaling through your nose. Tuning in. May you be happy. May you be peaceful. May you love and be loved. Namaste. Thank you everyone so much for joining me on the mat again today. I hope you are all feeling pretty good. Feeling pretty good about, right about now. If you would like to see more videos, please subscribe to our YouTube channel. I have a lot more yoga goodies coming your way, and so being subscribed to our channel, you will receive notifications to know exactly when those videos are available. So you can pop on there and practice with me once more. If you would like to sign up for our newsletter, that'll give you another opportunity to, actually, you know what? If you sign up for the newsletter, I'll send the videos. The videos come directly to your inbox. So you don't even need to go to YouTube or anything like that. They come straight to your email and you can practice and view the videos that way. If you're interested in signing up for the newsletter, please visit us at zenchenyoga.com. Get yourself signed up there. We only send out one newsletter once a week, and they're really short, they're simple, they're very sweet. You will get first dibs on any of the new videos, plus the chinchilla of the week, and just stay in the loop with any special announcement or news or any new goodies for Zen Chin Yoga. So again, thank you so much for joining me. Like and subscribe to our channel, and I will meet you all on the mat again very soon. Thank you so much. Have a great rest of your day. Namaste.